So let's talk about subscription models versus buying games. This is a deep topic. This is serious. I want everybody to tune in. I want everybody to listen up because you're going to hear some shit from me that you're going to probably like, Nick, I never thought you would go there. Now, I'm going to start before I even dive into this article by saying that I am a guy that is for the subscription model over the buying. I had to get that off my chest, man. I know y'all gonna hurt. I know that hurt. For all my folks that represent owning your games, the respect of owning your games, being able to give it to your friend. Let your friend play it. He can give you a game. You guys can share games and you can play it together without having to worry about any problems, any DRM. Okay, I don't want to put my game in a system and then, oh, you only have 4 more systems you can put it into. Hell no, it's my game. I paid for it. I can own it. I can share it. I can resell it. I can buy it again. I am with you on all that. I am 100% for all that. I represent that. But the subscription model has gotten so damn good that they have convinced me it's better. Telling y'all, convince me is better. Now I'm going to go ahead and go over some things, okay? Let's talk about owning games first. I'm not going to jump all over, but let's talk about all my folks. TikTok, where you at? I see you. I see y'all right there. Cool. Y'all with me. Right? So I see you right there. Okay, there you go. My man. Pros of owning a game. You get the achievement of buying the game. You rightfully own the game. You get artwork. You get other things for having this game. So for instance, if you have a subscription model, it's not like you're going to GameStop to pick up your game. Okay, you don't do that. It doesn't work like that. You're downloading a digital copy from this subscription service. So if you buy the game, you get the experience. And some people don't know. Let me speak on the experience. I live stream. For those who don't know, I might put it up on, as a matter of fact, TikTok. I'm putting it up on TikTok too. I'm going to put it up on my YouTube and other pages. My experience of actually standing in the line for the midnight release of Mortal Kombat 11. Not even a big game like some other games. But the experience you get of being there, seeing other people who love games just like you. People who are willing to come at midnight. There's some people who staying up. There's people who got to go to work 5 a.m. There's some people who's just getting off work. There's people leaving the gym. But everybody there wants Mortal Kombat 11. And I had a weird story, which is oh my God. So please, definitely, I'll put that up. Tune into that. But it's an experience that you won't get with a subscription service. So the achievement of buying a game is a lot. People might take that for granted. They might just say, oh, you're buying a game. I can get it digitally and download it. Oh, fuck you. But it don't work like that. It's an experience getting out there. So for instance, you might learn how to cook chicken on TikTok in 15 seconds. They just give you the ingredients. They drop it in there and say 5 minutes is on. So you cook it and bam. But if you actually go to a restaurant and watch them, it's a difference. That person, that chef actually came to work. You know what that means? This is what he do. This is not no joke. This is what he do. So now you're watching him, you're really learning. It's not the experience. Now you can get trial and error experience. We all have done it, especially in the IT realm. Trial and error experience is sometimes all you have to go off of. But in this case, the achievement of buying a game is something serious, man. I still got my Cyberpunk. I know Cyberpunk 404 glitch. Oh, it's a fucking shit show. And truthfully, I played a little bit of it, so I can't say. But I have my metallic case. I have that artwork. It's beautiful to me. I hold on to it because to me, that means something. And that might just be me. That might be some old man shit. Let me know. If that's some old man shit, all my young bucks tell me. Okay, that might be some old man shit. But anyways, the ability to replay those games as much as you want. Wow, let's go ahead. We dropping a bomb for that and get a couple shotguns and a bomb for that. The ability to replay the games is major. I'm gonna tell you why it's so major to be able to replay your games. In a subscription service, you're only as good as the subscription servers. So which means if those servers go down, you don't have access to the game. And I know there's stipulation to that. There's some games that require an internet connection to be played. So That's understandable. We're not talking about those games. There's many games that do not require an internet connection, and a majority of games do not require an internet connection. So let's just start there. Putting it in first is a different story. You put it in the first time, yeah, you might have to download some stuff, but a lot of games are actually taking the content from the disc and burning it to the hard drive to give you a better playing experience. So that's what a lot of them are doing. So if you have the disc, you're probably good for playing the game right off the bat, but there will be a lot of content probably not available to you until you actually connect to the internet, right? So that's a whammy. But subscription services lose games. Grand Theft Auto 5 is one of them. I think Grand Theft Auto 5 is leaving Game Pass again. Take-Two is like, yo, suck my nuts. That's what Take-Two's on. Because Take-Two got everything, man. They got that Grand Theft Auto is, oh my God. People are begging for another Grand Theft Auto, and they still spending tons of money on the old one. They still spending tons of money on the old one. Then don't forget, they got Midnight Club. Y'all, did y'all forget Midnight Club? Dub Edition, one of the best racing games of all time. I say, okay? Midnight Club, wonderful franchise. They got franchises after franchises after franchises. Okay, and that's not an understatement. They do got some duds, but they do got a lot to go on, man. You know, so they can really just say, hey, you know what, Xbox, we ain't down with the subscription service. We not. The reason that might hurt their pockets is because they make more money, I do believe, in an online world than they do from selling the game. So if you charge $60 for the game, you're likely not going to get a lot of people to spend money. So just think of the kid that has a subscription service. He downloads Grand Theft Auto 5. He then buys an online pack to get a lot of money to start himself off fast. And then the game is pulled from the subscription service. Now that kid has paid for content that he technically cannot use because the game is no longer available on a subscription service. That is bad. That's bad business. So that's another reason why you need to own your game. You can replay it as many times as you want to. You can keep playing it over and over and over again. Now I want to pull up the chat over here, okay? And Joe, shout out Manhunt. Yo, man. Oh my God, they don't know. They don't know. Now see, this is back when I was repping Sony. When I was a Sony, the man repping Sony. Hard, you see it, hard mode. He's doing hard mode all the time. Yes, Manhunt was one of them games. They tried to take it off. Oh, Manhunt making you kill people. Yeah, shit, we murdering. We murdering every game. That's what we do. Bow. San Andreas, what you think I was doing? Pulling the cop out the car. Bow. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because it's Grand Theft Auto. I'm not doing that in real life. In real life, hello, how are you doing, officer? You know what I'm saying? It's not true. You gotta bow. You know, it don't work like that. But in a video game, you get to live that out. Let me have that. Okay, let me have that. I didn't even get to take a sip. My bad. Yo, I am gonna be done. So anyways, next, another pro of owning games. And by the way, I'm going through this list reading certain things, but I must think I agree with everything right now that I'm reading. I can even go in depth on each one. So give it that. You can keep them for a long time in a physical form. That's a toughie. That's a toughie. I'm going to have to say. True. You can keep a game a long time in its physical form. But there's no telling how long a server will last, right? So we do know, let's say, what is the oldest, gaming service that's still going? Would it be Xbox? Can people still log on to the original Xbox and play Halo? I don't think so, right? So you lose the ability at some point. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Some people, they might be on there playing Halo. I don't know. But if some people can still play online with Halo, it's pretty common to see a lot of those copies of Halo would not have made it this long. That's just me. I'm just saying. You know, if somebody playing Halo back in 2001 and then 20 years later, they can still play Halo digitally, that might be easy. It might just download, and now it's even faster with the speed of internet that we have now. So, but I will agree, if you keep your games in good shape, you put them in the case, and now no matter if any server goes down, you still have the ability to play the game. So for the most part, I will agree with that statement, because if, servers will inevitably go down. That I will agree with. I will agree with 120%. They will eventually go down. And physical copies, however long a disc could last, however long a cartridge could last, would be the lasting time. So I totally agree with that. By the way, shout out to you. Tune in. I like everybody jumping in TikTok. Holla at you. Okay, holla at you. So, anyways, let's get to it. That was the next one. So, hold on. Let me get to the chat because my man, disc rot could happen, but it takes 10 years. I have games for 15 years. Well, this never happened. Drop a bomb for my man. Drop a bomb for Joe. Joe, my man. Shout out to you. Okay, everybody TikTok, I know you're there. It's on YouTube. Okay, I got folks on YouTube. You know, we YouTube, Facebook, we own all that. Okay, I'm on Twitch too. Where my Twitch people at? My Twitch people, let me get you. A couple shots. We blowing up all over. Hit the 1K on TikTok. Can I get mine off? Okay, this is for y'all. This is all y'all. This is MoFam. Y'all did it. Let's get to it. So, discounts if you are a patient person. So with physical copies of games, discounts if you're, to me, that doesn't even, I don't even give that as a pro. You get discounts whether you have a subscription model for your games or whether you buying the damn games. Let's keep it honest, okay? They tripping with that one. They are super tripping with that one. Talking about discounts if you are patient. You get discounts on physical copies, subscription copies. It don't even matter. It don't even matter, okay? Cons. Let's talk about the cons of owning the game, okay? So, you know what? No, I'm not even gonna do it like that because I don't even want to dive into it like that. Y'all know how I do. You got to do it nice. You gotta do it like, you know how you roll through folks' pages on TikTok. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You roll through the pages and you be hitting likes and stuff. You got to slow roll it. You got to slow. You don't want them to know you're a bot out there the way you're doing it. You got to go through slow. Hit a couple. Bam, bam. That's how I'm gonna do it. So subscription model. Let's talk about the pros of a subscription model. Then we'll talk about the cons of each. So the pros of a subscription model. Great catalog for cheap. Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. Great catalog for cheap. I could not agree better. Oh my goodness. So for instance, if you are a part of the subscription plan for Xbox Game Pass, you get a lot of games on day one. Halo Infinite's going to be one, which is releasing soon. Okay, well, soon is probably like what they say, September, October. I don't even remember. But nonetheless, it is releasing soon. And guess what you get to have if you have Xbox Game Pass? You get to get it the day it releases. Paying for that subscription service. Now, guys, I have paid for the subscription service every year, not for just me, but also for my son. Okay? So, I can tell you, I'm happy with paying that money for the catalog that they got. I know a lot of people say, oh, a lot of those are old retro games. And a lot of them, I don't have a lot of time to play games. So being able to have the ability to play a lot of games whenever I want to is good for me. Right now I'm playing Microsoft Flight Simulator. I don't know how to fly a damn plane. I've never flew a plane in my life. I never even paid attention to the buttons. And I've never did anything successful in the game. I crashed every time. I had no idea how to play it. I could have went to training and all that. But you know what? I had a damn good time. Okay? So great catalog for cheap. A lot of games. Entry is $10 to $15 to $60 yearly. And I will agree with the entry fee. I think like Nintendo Switch Online has a lot of deals. Xbox Game Pass has deals. PlayStation Plus has deals. So all these you can get for a cheap price and have a great catalog of games. Now that was kind of, it's like a double standard for that one. But I say they said entry. So one was a great catalog for cheap. Another one was entry. So the entry, correct. So if you want to step into a game, you do have to start off most of the time with $50 or $60 price points with new games. Most of the time you do. Entry level for a subscription service will be a lot cheaper, and you can do it immediately when you get your game. Shout out to you. I see you invite. Okay, I'm going to get to you. But I see that. Okay. So now, day one on some services. I already said that, and they read my mind with that one. Day one, you get games the moment it's released. So instead of people sitting there waiting in line, getting that experience, they're actually playing the game while you're standing in line. It makes us look like those old geezers that don't know what we're doing. I still love the experience. I love being able to see other people. Hey, what you doing tonight? Hey, what's your gamer tag, man? Oh, okay, I got you. We're going to get on tonight. Okay, that's what I'm used to. But they're making us seem like old geezers. They're just jumping on, they're downloading the game. And by the time we stand in line trying to get the physical copy, they have already started playing the games. So I got to give them that. Day one on some services, that's props. Also, the next one, you can sub, cancel, and resub at any time. That is a big thing. I would say most people don't look at it as a pro. That's a pro. With a game, when you buy $60, yes, you can resell it A lot of the times you don't get the same value for your game. Unless it's Nintendo, of course, because they don't never shit. Mario 64, if you go to what it just sold for what 1 point something, like, come on. So other than Nintendo, usually if you buy a game, you bought into it. You bought into it 120%. You paid all the way in, all your bucks. So what happens? Okay? What happens? You stuck with a dud. You're stuck. You're stuck. You stuck with a dud and you playing that crap. Versus if you were on a subscription model. Guess what you can do? You can simply move on to another game. You got a great catalog, or you can cancel. I'll come back when you have more games. You have that choice. So that's a pro. So now let's get to the cons of each. The cons of owning the game. You have to spend $60 to $70 day one. I was just mentioning this. Whereas you got Xbox Game Pass. Yo, shout out Microsoft! Y'all know the reason all this started, right? This all started because Xbox had the best gaming. I can't even call it it was like a performance. It was beautiful. If you have not seen Xbox showcase for E3 2021, I got videos while I was watching it. It's like, it is the best showcase I have ever seen in gaming history. They have laid out the future of gaming in about 10 to 15 minutes. It is beautiful. If you have not seen it, TikTok, I'm gonna put it up for you. You ain't even gotta worry because I know. But on my YouTube, Facebook, all that, just, it's beautiful. All right. With that being said, day one services have killed everything. Microsoft has pretty much said, hey, day one, day one, day one. And now everyone's starting to follow suit. I do think Microsoft's leading the way on that. They got these franchises that are top franchises being released having day one. All my Gears of War lovers, how many times have you just, any Gears of War you want to go to, you can go to. 1, 2, 3. Halo, it's the same thing. I still play Master Chief's Collector's Edition. I still play it. Literally. It's beautiful how you can just jump into these subscription services, play the games you love, and not have to worry about, do I own it? Did I scratch my disc? Or anything like that. I agree. Okay? And shout out to Joe. Totally right. Xbox, that was amazing, man. That was amazing. I couldn't even believe that. It was just like one after another after another. It was like they planned this. They move on. So another con of owning a game is those games are on a sub model at a cheaper price. That's iffy. I'm going that. So one is those games are on a sub model at a cheaper price. So if you're getting a subscription service with the same game, Grand Theft Auto 5 is a great one to put into reference. So let's just say Grand Theft Auto, right? You're playing, you love it, but then it gets pulled off. So now you have a subscription service where you don't have the game, thinking you were going to get it at a cheaper price point. So that's where I kind of disagree with that. But at the same time, a lot of those games that are day one games for Microsoft, let's say, hey, I want to buy Gears of War 5. Gears of War 5 has been on there all the time. You can go play it at any time. Be a Locust or be the, what's the other one? The Horde or something? I haven't played in a while. Don't shoot me on that. Okay, I give myself a slap. A couple slaps. My fault. So, that is definitely like a con, but not a hard one. Okay. And Chris, I see you. At what time I'm taking calls? I'm going to take calls, man. I'm going to get to you. I'm going to get to you. All right. So, subscription model. A con for a subscription model. You have to continually pay every month to keep the games. That's like the killer. That's the killer of all killers for me. So if I'm defending myself, that is the number one thing somebody's going to bring up to me, is that you no longer own the game once you're off the subscription service. So those games you love, Nick, all those Gears awards that you were talking about, all that Halo, guess what? You don't have it anymore. This is what I say to that. Just because I have a subscription model don't mean I can't embrace buying a game. If it's a game I love, I could buy that one game. Who's to say? What's the hurt? I could buy that one game. So now I can still own a subscription model, and yes, I come out of pocket a little deeper, but now I own that game. So just in case it ever comes off the store, I still own the copy of it. And yes, that might be a little redundant, a little stupid in certain cases, but I will say it's a way around that. You can embrace both. And Xbox has does something great with combining with like EA Play and other subscription services to where now you have more than just the games for there. You got Madden, you have all these other games that you can play. I know I just said Madden. You got Battlefield too, and I don't want to say Battlefield because Call of Duty the best game ever since sliced bread. My fault. I went off on that. Okay, so that is the worst one. You have to constantly pay every month, or you buy 3 month, 6 month, 9 month, 12 month passes, however you do it. Games leave the service. I've spoken this many times across it, so I'm not going to go over too much. But like I said, you can have a game on the service, and next thing you know, game is gone, right? The next one, you can't keep those games. You only have 1 month to complete them. If you pay for 1 month, technically, yes. Okay, if you just go by a month by month subscription service versus someone who pays for the game, yes, you are correct. I do lose out. Okay, I admit that. I lose out. I have to beat the game within 1 month. And a lot of multiplayer experiences, you don't really get in 1 month. I'm telling you, you got to be playing 8 hours a day, 12 hours a day. And as a man like me, working every day, okay, I got other things to do. I got other, channels. I got the podcast. I actually work a 9 to 5. I got family. I got to go to, I got to do all that. So it's a lot. And you really have to balance your time. So I don't have time to just jump in a bunch of games, man. I don't. Okay, so, but you only have 1 month to complete them with subscription service. So, with that being said, who do you guys have? Buy-in or subscription model? For me, I have subscription model because I have only bought 2 games as of recent. That is Call of Duty and Cold War. It's not even as of recent. I mean, how old is Cold War? But I paid for that, okay, and I paid for Cyberpunk 2077. Other than that, every game I've been playing has been through. Nonetheless, I ain't gonna say that. You ain't heard me say nothing else. I've been buying a lot of games for all my systems, even on the PC. I buy a lot of games on Steam. I buy a lot of games for my Nintendo Switch, even though it's modded. Yes, my Nintendo Switch is modded. I would pull out the system, okay, and show you it's modded. I got all the fancy stuff on it. Yeah, okay, but I do buy games on there. All right, there you go. I got it out there. So let's go ahead and get to it.